News 4 at 11 begins with breaking news.
And we begin tonight with that frightening scene. Shots fired on D.C.'s busy 14th Street, sending diners at nearby restaurants scrambling for cover. Good evening, I'm Jim Adler.
And I'm Doreen Gensler. We now know 2 men were shot, hit by bullets at the height of the dinner rush outside restaurants and shops just north of Logan Circle along 14th Street between S and R.
Not far from where a passerby was shot and killed just a few weeks ago. And tonight, our Jackie Benson is live along 14th Street for us with the latest. Jackie?
Jim and Doreen, this was a chaotic scene. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of panic. We want to show you real quick some pictures that D.C. police released a short time ago. They believe those are pictures of the suspects they believe are involved in this shooting. Those are still pictures that you will see there. They ask that the public take a look at those. Now, D.C. Police Chief Robert Conti spoke a short time ago. He did tell us that of the 2 men who were shot, one is believed to be the target of the gunman. The other, he said, appears initially to be an innocent bystander. Hear now a little bit more of what he had to say.
It is totally unacceptable behavior. I'm asking the community to take a look at these videos. If you know the person or the vehicle or somebody who was in that, there's one individual with a very distinctive hoodie that he was wearing.
This shooting and another like it just 3 weeks ago has definitely raised the anxiety level here in this neighborhood.
What? Why did you guys shoot him?
This video taken from a nearby roof deck shows the suspected gunman sprinting up 14th Street toward a car, possibly a Honda Civic. They take off, heading north. One shooting victim had fallen to the sidewalk. The other made it to a nearby restaurant where horrified patrons and staff rushed to help. The shooting happened as the popular restaurant area was bustling with people enjoying the beautiful summer night. This woman, who did not want to be identified, was in a nearby restaurant.
I heard I think it must have been 10 shots. 10 or 15, I don't even know. And everybody at the patio and red light just ran inside. And I just went down to the floor.
The double shooting happened just about a block and a half from where 53-year-old Jeremy Black was struck and killed by a stray bullet 3 weeks ago. He was taking an after-dinner walk with his wife. D.C. Council member Brooke Pinto represents the area.
Well, I got to tell you, I've been hearing concerns about these few blocks for the last year, consistently from neighbors who are so concerned with an increase in drug activity, an increase in reported crime, and want to know what the city is doing to do more to keep them safe.
Now, D.C. police believe there were a lot of people out here with cell phones. There may be security camera video from some of the many businesses that are along the streets here in this neighborhood. They're hoping that anyone who has those pictures, that they can send it to them. Live in Northwest, Jackie Benson, News 4. Back to you.
Jackie, did you get a sense how people are reacting to all of this? I mean, as you said, so many restaurants nearby and a beautiful night outside, people just wanting to enjoy the evening. What's the feeling out there?
People were in shock. I mean, they were standing outside of restaurants, not really, moving, not knowing what to do. I did hear stories of restaurants who basically just said everybody's food is on the house, you go home. But this was a bad experience for literally dozens, if not hundreds of people who were out here tonight. And the level of anxiety here is like something I have not seen in the city in a long time. Back to you.
They're on edge. All right.
Thank you, Jackie.
As Jackie mentioned, that nearby shooting that claimed a life just a few weeks ago. Jeremy Black was a father of 2 who worked for the Peace Corps. Authorities say he was killed on June 29th when 2 men opened fire on each other at 14th and R Street Northwest. That's about a half block from tonight's scene. No arrests have been made in his murder. Detectives are still looking for a white Chevrolet Equinox caught on surveillance camera leaving that scene.
As those shots rang out tonight on 14th Street, a peace march was underway to bring awareness to gun violence on the other side of town. Tonight's event was in memory of Naya Courtney, the 6-year-old girl who was killed last Friday night in Southeast. The group called We Are Mothers marched up Alabama Avenue to call for solutions to this violence and to show support to the families who have lost loved ones. Police are still working to identify suspects in Naya's death. She was one of 6 people hit by bullets in the drive-by shooting along Martin Luther King Avenue and Malcolm X Streets.